person whom Gopalakrishna Gokhale acknowledged as his spiritual and political guru? Correct answer is Justice Ranade. The act which provided separate communal electorate for the Muslims is the Minto-Morley reforms of 1909. Third question, the Italian who is regarded as the father of humanism. Options Martin Luther, Galileo, John Knox and Petrarch. The correct answer is D. Petrarch. The two pillars of Gandhian philosophy are bravery and sympathy, heroism and leadership, fasting and praying, truth and nonviolence. So the correct option is truth and nonviolence. The homeland of Renaissance movement in Europe is options Germany, Spain, Italy and England. So the homeland of Renaissance movement in Europe is Italy. Sixth question. The historic Quit India resolution was passed on 8th August 1942 at the right option is Bombay. Question 7. The nationalist who took a leading role in the formation of Congress Socialist Party as a protest against compromising politics of Gandhi. Here the right option is Jayaprakash Narayan. Eighth question. The Parliament passed the Right to Information Act in which year? So the right option is 2005. Next question. The French economist who won the Nobel Prize in 2014. The right option is Jean Tirole. Question 10. The 2014 Arjuna Award winner Tom Joseph is associated with the game. Here the right answer is volleyball. 11th question. The majority people of Latin America speak the language. Out of the options given here, the right answer is Spanish. The capital of British India was shifted from Calcutta to Delhi in which year? So the correct answer is 1911. Question 13. The Indian leader to whom the British called the father of Indian unrest. Here the right option is Balagangadhara Tilak. Next one, the classical work Don Quixote is composed by the famous Spanish writer. Here the right answer is Cervantes. Don Quixote by Cervantes. 15th question, the distinguished German astronomer who proved the elliptical movement of planets around the sun. The right answer is Johannes Kepler. 16th question. Which among the following learning material is related to ICT? Whiteboard, globe, chart and textbook. So the right answer will be whiteboard only. Question 17. The word grading is derived from the word gradius which belongs to which language? So the right answer is Latin. Question 18. Who is the author of the book Basic Principles of Curriculum and Instruction? Here the correct option is Ralph Tyler. And question 19. The research method used for solving a real problem in one's own working field is called case study, experimental research, action research, historical research. So the correct answer is case study. Question 20. Which of the following is not related to reciprocal teaching? Dialoguing, questioning, writing, clarifying. Here, writing is not related to reciprocal teaching. All others are interactive methods, so that belong to reciprocal teaching. Question 21. The American baseball player who is Santiago's favorite. Here the right option is Joe DiMaggio. Question 22. Identify the figure of speech in the line from Gray's Elegy. The plowman homeward plods his weary way. So we can see plods his weary way. Plods is used for plowman. Where we actually do not use plods for people. So here it is a transferred epithet. Next question. Son of Ulysses to whom he bestowed the charge of his country, Ithaca. The right option is Telemachus. Question 24. The Greek playwright who is referred to in Dover Beach. Here the options are Aeschylus, Sophocles, Aristophanes and Euripides. The correct option is Sophocles. Question 25. Name the poetic collection in which A Prayer for My Daughter was published in 1921. Here the right option is Mikhail Robertis and the Dancer. Question 26. The theme of Ezekiel's Night of the Scorpion. God, superstition, luck, and life. Out of this, superstition is the theme of Ezekiel's Night of the Scorpion. Question 27. Select the appropriate word. It's a grammar vocabulary question. I was shocked to see the dash of the damage caused by the storm. So the right option is the extent of the damage caused by the storm. Question 28. In form, Home Burial by Robert Frost is a dramatic lyric is the right option. Question 29. If the word great means anything in poetry, this poem is one of the greatest in the English language. Which critic opined this about Emily Dickinson's Because I Could Not Stop for Death? So, this was the opinion of Ellen Tate about Because I Could Not Stop for Death by Emily Dickinson. Question 30. The year in which Volsoinka won Nobel Prize in Literature. The right answer is 1986. Nobel Prize winner was Volsoinka. Okay, 31. She is my dash. Here the meaningful word matching to the sentence will be confidant. She is my confidant. 32. What does the light stand for in the photograph in Atwood's poem? So, in Margaret Atwood's poem, this is a photograph of me. The light stands for creativity of the woman. Question 33. What's the dream shared by David Diop at the end of Africa? So, the right option is a free Africa. Question 34. Who is Macbeth at the beginning of the play? Here the right option is Thane of Glamis. Question 35. The term stands for speaking by Saussure. Options slang, parole, sign and signified. So for speaking the term parole is the right option. Question 36. Who talks about how telebearers are as bad as the telemakers in School for Scandal. So this is an annotation from Mrs. Cantor. Question 37. The subtitle of The Importance of Being Earnest. Here the right option is a trivial comedy for serious people. Question 38. Name the dance practiced and performed by Nora in a doll's house. So here the right option is Tarantella. Question 39. The film version of Shaw's Pygmalion. Here the right option is My Fair Lady. Question 40. Sitting of the play Riders to the Sea. Here the right answer is Aran Islands. Question 41. Who is Bernard in Death of a Salesman? So in Death of a Salesman, Bernard is a lawyer. Question 42. A play that deals with the narcissism of the self-involved hero who undergoes a test put to him by the wife in order to survive. So this refers to the play Nag Mandala. Question 43. According to Francis Bacon, using studies too much for ornament is the right option here is affectation. Using studies too much for ornament is affectation. Question 44. Who has the liberty of stirring the fire at the club? Sir Geoffrey Notch is the right answer since he was the oldest member in the club. He had the liberty of stirring the fire at the club. He is a character in Steele's essay Club at the Trumpet. Next question. What seems to be the foundation for liberty according to A.G. Gardiner? Here the right option is sacrifice. Question 46. Identify the poem that begins with these lines. 5 years have passed, 5 summers, with a length of 5 long winter. So this is the beginning line of the poem, Tintern Abbey. Question 47. Sounds that are articulated with a stricture of close approximation. Options: plosives, affricates, fricatives, and laterals. Here the right option is fricatives. Question 48. The only sound foundation for a civilization, as per Foster's opinion. Here, the right answer is sound state of mind. Question 49. Source and origin of Wuthering Heights. Here, the right option is Caste of Otranto by Horace Walpole. Is the source and origin of Wuthering Heights. Question 50. Which method in ELT is governed by the maxim proceed from known to unknown? Here the correct option is direct method. Question 51. George Orwell's Animal Farm is an example of dystopian fiction, utopian fiction, magic realism, and realism. Here the right option is dystopian fiction. Question 52. Who symbolizes the burden of the unconscious expectations that a society places upon a woman in Roots and Shadows? Options Kiran, Jayant, James, and George. Here the right option is Jayant. Question 53. John Donne belongs to the group of poets, namely options Romantics, Movement, Metaphysical, and Pre-Raphaelites. So John Donne belongs to metaphysical poets. Question 54. Who was arrested for Sophie's death in God of Small Things? Here the right option is Velutta. Question 55. The Setting of the Bluest Eye. It's a novel by Toni Morrison and the setting is Lorraine. Question 56. The ancient book on dramatic theory by Bharata Muni that deals with rasa. So out of these options, we know Natya Shastra will be the right answer. Question 57. Transcribe. Chayin. So Chayin, the second option will be the correct transcription. Question 58. Reversal of fortune according to poetics. Here the right option is peripeteia. There are options like anagnorisis, pathos, and dianoia. Here the right option is peripeteia. Question 59. Aristotle, I've been told, has said that poetry is the most philosophic of all writings. So, who is the speaker? Identify the speaker. The speaker, the right answer is Wordsworth. Question 60. Coleridge states in Biographia Literaria, good sense is the body of poetic genius, fancy its drapery, motion its life, and imagination the dash. Complete the quotation. So, imagination, the soul will be the right answer. Question 61. Who introduced the concept of touchstone in literary criticism? So the right answer is Matthew Arnold. He introduced the concept of touchstone in literary criticism. Question 62. Who opined that the business of the poet is not to find new emotions but to use the ordinary ones? This is the opinion of T.S. Eliot. Question 63. Don't pry dash other people's secrets. So complete with suitable preposition. Don't pry into other people's secrets. Question 64. The armor bearer to Macbeth. The right option is Satan. The armor bearer to Macbeth. The right option, Satan. 65. The father figure in the poem Daddy is a Jew, an African, a Nazi, an Indian. The father figure in the poem Daddy is a Nazi. 66. Who authored Language in Literature? Language in Literature is authored by Victor Slawski. Next question. One of a set of multiple possible spoken sounds used to produce a single phoneme is known as allophone. A set of multiple possible spoken sounds used to produce a single phoneme is called allophone. Next one, the identity of Godot in Beckett's Waiting for Godot. A merchant, a farmer, a slave, no identity. Here the right option is no identity for Godot in Beckett's Waiting for Godot. Question 70. A morpheme that has syntactic characteristics of a word but depends phonologically on another word or phrase is called clitic, allomorph, phoneme, lexicon. So the right option is allomorph. It's a morpheme that has syntactic characteristics of a word but depends phonologically on another word or phrase. 71. Whose ideas inspired transformational generative grammar? The right answer is Noam Chomsky. 72. P is an example for voiceless palatal plosive, voiceless bilabial plosive, voiced retroflex plosive, voiced velar plosive. So P, voiceless bilabial plosive. 73. Mark the stress in the word another. Another. So the C option is correct answer. Another. 74. The nickname of Laura Wingfield in Glass Menagerie. The nickname of Laura Wingfield is Blue Roses. Question 75. Transcribe the word mobile. Mobile. So the fourth option will be correct pronunciation, transcription, mobile. Question 76. American equivalent of the British word Alsatian. Here the right option is German Shepherd. 77. He was accused with murder. Correct the sentence if necessary. He was accused with murder is wrong. He was accused of murder will be the correct option. Next question. Antonym of zenith. Antonym of zenith is nadir. Question 79. Give one word substitution. Person, animal, or object considered likely to bring good fortune. Person, animal, or object considered likely to bring good fortune. The one word for it will be mascot. Question 80. Use of audio visual aids can provide speed for the teacher, make the students lethargic, stimulate greatest number of senses, give more work to the students. So the most appropriate answer is stimulate greatest number of senses. 81. One of the 30 boys of the class dash absent today. Pick the right option. One of the 30 boys of the class is absent today. 82. Select the sentence with proper word order. So we can see which sentence has subject, verb, object, order. So the right option here is only B. Girl of nice manners and appearance wanted to telephone. 83. Synonym of chador. It's a big vehicle, a mortal disease, a loose robe, a toy for kids. A chador is a loose robe worn by women. 84. One who can use both the hands equally well is known as ambiguous, ambiguous, ambivalent, ambidextrous. The right option will be ambidextrous. Next one, use the article. Teacher drew a tree on dash blackboard. Teacher drew a tree on the blackboard. 86. Use suitable preposition. The minister expressed his concern dash the people affected by the floods. For the people, over the people, on to. So his concern over the people affected by the floods. 87. The branch of linguistics that deals with the study of meaning, changes in meaning, and the principles that govern the relationship between sentences or words and their meanings is called semantics. Phonology, morphology, and syntax are the other options. Here the right answer is semantics. 88. Complete with a suitable clause. If he had asked me, I will help him, I would help him, I would have helped him, I had helped him. If he had asked me, I would have helped him. 89. Use appropriate tense. It dash within bracket rain is given heavily for a week. The wells are overflowing. So it has been raining heavily for a week. The wells are overflowing. 90. Use phrasal verb. The plane dash after repairs. So the aeroplane took off after repairs. Next one. I've never eaten dash nice mangoes as this. So, for such that both, I've never eaten such nice mangoes as this. 92. The doctor asked the patient, did you eat anything this morning? So, change it into reported speech. Options. The doctor asked the patient whether he ate anything this morning. The doctor asked the patient that he had eaten anything this morning. The doctor asked the patient whether he had eaten anything that morning. None of this. Did you eat anything this morning? When we change into indirect speech, it will be the doctor asked the patient if or whether he had eaten anything that morning. 93. Is Malayalam spoken by them? Change the voice. So we know it's passive voice given in simple present tense. So we will change it into active voice. Do they speak Malayalam? 94. It rained yesterday. Frame a question. It rained yesterday. It did rain yesterday. So didn't it will be the right question tag. 95. His eyes caught a heap of letters. They were lying on the table. Combine using a relative clause. His eyes caught a heap of letters and were lying on the table. His eyes caught a heap of letters which were lying on the table. That's the right answer. His eyes caught a heap of letters which were lying on the table. 96. What are podcasts? Options are given here. The second option, audio programs on the web, sometimes video programs too. That is known as podcast. 97. Discourse method is suitable to teach grammar. Discourse method, we can use anything like magazines, newspaper, etc. And from that we can go to grammar. 98. The painter of the portrait of last Duchess. Here the right answer is Fra Pandolf, the painter of the portrait of last Duchess, Fra Pandolf. 99. What's the main feature of the objective testing? What's the main feature of objective testing? It requires judgment on the part of the scorer. It doesn't require judgment on the part of the scorer. It may lead to partiality while evaluating. It demands descriptive answers. So, here the main feature of objective testing is it requires judgment on the part of the scorer. Now the last question. Who wrote The Wretched of the Earth? The Wretched of the Earth is written by Franz Fanon. Thank you for watching and all the best for your HSA preparations.